Take a deep breath with me. Welcome to Two Weirdos, the sacred space for spiritual misfits, mystics, and messengers on a mission to break out of religion and return to divine alignment. I'm your host, Denise, prophetic voice, sacred storyteller, and guide for those who see too much to stay silent. If you've ever felt like church left you with more questions than answers, or like your dreams hold more truth than the news, then you're in the right place. Because today, we're not just talking about belief. We're talking about knowing. We're diving into prophetic dreams, the ones that haunt you, wake you, and call you into spiritual responsibility. These aren't bedtime stories. They're warnings. They're invitations. They're blueprints for what's coming next, not just for the world, but for you. So if you've been dreaming about fire, flags, floods, and falling kingdoms, if your spirit's been uneasy and you don't know why, this message is for you. Let's go seek. Have you ever had a dream so vivid, so hauntingly real, that you weren't sure if it was a dream or a memory from a future that hasn't happened yet? A few weeks ago, that's exactly what happened to me. Imagine this for a moment. You're standing in a city drenched in gold, gleaming in sunlight. Everything around you radiates confidence, wealth, power. There are flags proud, familiar symbols snapping in the wind. There's laughter, music, celebration, fireworks lighting up the sky like promises of endless prosperity. And yet, as you stand there, amidst all this glory and pride, something feels deeply wrong. Something twists inside your gut, whispers at the edge of your consciousness, asking softly, do you really believe all this can last? You notice faces around you smiling, cheering, but behind those smiles, there's something hollow, something unspoken, an uncertainty no one wants to name. Have you ever felt that a truth simmering just beneath the surface, threatening to break through your comfortable illusion? Then, in an instant, the sky darkens. The warmth of celebration turns cold, unsettling. Those bright, bold flags catch fire not slowly, but all at once. Flames licking upward, greedily consuming the symbols everyone trusted. The ground beneath your feet trembles gentle at first, then violent, unforgiving. Buildings that looked unshakable start crumbling, falling apart like sandcastles caught in rising tides. You hear screams, confusion, desperation, but you find yourself strangely calm, as if part of you had known this was coming all along. Have you ever felt that sense of déjà vu in chaos? The eerie peace that settles when a hidden truth finally reveals itself? Then, clear as crystal, you hear a voice calm, steady, powerful speaking directly to your spirit. Tell them the empire they've built can't stand. It's time to let the statues fall. You wake up, heart pounding, breath heavy, and you ask yourself, why was I shown this? Why me? And what am I supposed to do with it? Because deep down, you already know. This wasn't just a dream. It was a warning, a prophecy, a divine call to action. And maybe, just maybe, you've had a dream like this too. Something you couldn't shake, something begging you to wake up and see what everyone else is afraid to face. So today, we're diving deep. We're peeling back the golden veil and staring boldly into the uncomfortable truth behind the dream. Because it's time we stop pretending our dreams are meaningless fantasies and started understanding them as sacred instructions, whispered directly from heaven into the deepest places of our souls. Are you ready to wake up? Let's go deeper. Have you ever wondered why certain dreams stay with you, almost like echoes through time, refusing to fade? That Golden City dream, it wasn't random, and it wasn't new. Thousands of years ago, a powerful king named Nebuchadnezzar had a dream almost exactly like mine. Can you picture him? Restless, agitated, the richest, most powerful man in the world, and yet a single dream robbed him of sleep, troubled his soul, stirred anxieties he couldn't silence. Have you ever felt that way, gripped by something unseen, uncertain, unsettling? Nebuchadnezzar dreamed of a colossal statue, rising impossibly tall, its head solid gold, beautiful, captivating, almost blinding in its radiance. Its chest and arms pure silver, valuable yet somehow lesser. Its belly and thighs gleaming bronze, sturdy yet fading in brilliance. Its legs solid iron, strong, brutal, uncompromising. And finally, its feet a fragile mixture of iron and clay, powerful yet brittle, stable yet dangerously fragile. As you imagine that statue, can you sense how each metal symbolizes more than just wealth or power, but entire kingdoms, histories, lifetimes? Then, out of nowhere, In the king's dream, a stone appears. Not an ordinary stone, not shaped by human hands, not controlled by human power. A stone of mysterious origin and undeniable strength. Watch it closely in your mind as it strikes the statue's weakest point. The feet of clay and the entire majestic structure, once so dominant, shatters instantly. Feel the weight of that moment as everything believed unshakable, undeniable, permanent, crumbles to dust before your eyes. The wind blows, carrying away the dust of former empires, leaving only the stone immovable, growing until it becomes a mountain, filling the entire earth. When Daniel stood before Nebuchadnezzar, he didn't just interpret the dream, he revealed a timeline of history. The golden head represented Babylon, a kingdom of luxury, pride, and earthly glory. The silver chest stood for Medo-Persia, order, strategy, conquest. The bronze thighs symbolized Greece wisdom, culture, philosophy. The iron legs represented Rome's strength, domination, unstoppable force. But what about those feet of clay mixed with iron? This is where prophecy meets us directly today. Because iron mixed with clay speaks to a kingdom that looks strong outwardly, but is fractured within. United in image, but divided in reality. Powerful, yet vulnerable. Does this sound familiar? Maybe. Like a nation we know intimately? Think deeply now. Can you recognize the signs around you, the fractures, the divisions, the cracks beneath the surface of a society that proclaims strength, but struggles to stay together? Ask yourself honestly, gently, courageously, how much trust have I placed in the statue of clay? How much hope have I pinned on the empire's promise of peace and prosperity, promises that may never truly hold? And that stone, that rock not made by human hands, is it possible we've overlooked its significance in our lives? Could this stone, quiet yet powerful, humble yet unstoppable, represent a kingdom not built on earthly pride, but on eternal truth? Perhaps the real question is not whether the statue will fall, but when. And when it does, will you still be clinging to the golden illusion, or will you be safely anchored on the rock of eternal certainty? Let that settle deeply within you as we journey even further into the truth. I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine a nation built on stories. Stories of freedom, stories of justice, stories of endless possibility. You've heard these stories all your life, repeated so often they feel sacred, unquestionable, comforting. But what if those comforting stories, those familiar, reassuring stories, had another side? What if, beneath the golden surface, there's a shadow we've been trained not to notice? I wonder if you've ever stopped to truly feel the weight of this. The way our hands tremble just slightly when someone dares to suggest that America might not be what we've always claimed. The subtle tightness in your chest when you realize the symbols you grew up trusting. The flags, the anthems, the monuments might be masking something deeper, darker, more complicated. Feel into that discomfort for a moment. It's okay to notice it. It's okay to sit with it, because it's in the discomfort that truth speaks loudest. See, patriotism isn't inherently wrong. Loving your home, your community, your culture is human, natural, beautiful. But what happens when patriotism blinds you? When loyalty becomes idolatry, and the golden image of a nation replaces the truth of a higher kingdom? Have you ever sensed it, this subtle spiritual confusion, a conflict deep within? You're taught to pledge allegiance, yet you know something isn't right. You hear speeches declaring peace, safety, strength, but somewhere deep within you, a quiet voice asks, is this really the kingdom I'm meant to serve? Take a breath, slowly, deeply. Notice how your heart responds to this question. Because the truth is, nations rise and nations fall. Empires built by human hands, no matter how powerful, wealthy, or revered, are never eternal. And America, as beautiful and inspiring as it can be, isn't exempt from this truth. When we cling desperately to the illusion of an untouchable empire, we risk losing sight of what truly matters. Justice, compassion, humility, truth. Ask yourself this gently, honestly, bravely. Am I holding on to stories because they feel safe? Am I defending an image because facing reality feels too painful? The dream God showed me wasn't about punishing America. It was about unveiling the truth beneath the glittering surface. It was a call. A powerful, urgent, loving call to shift our loyalty from the temporary empire to the eternal kingdom. From the idol to the truth. So let this question stir deeply within your spirit. Where does your ultimate loyalty lie? Is it to a flag that can burn, a statue that can crumble, a kingdom of clay and iron destined to fall? Or is it to the rock, the stone not cut by human hands, the only thing that remains standing when the dust clears? Feel this truth resonating deeply, gently guiding you back to what truly matters. Because the stories we tell ourselves matter, but the truth we're willing to see matters even more. Have you ever felt as if something invisible, powerful, and deeply wise was guiding you? Whispering, nudging, gently waking you from a spiritual sleep? In ancient traditions, they called this presence an angel. Not the soft, sentimental angels painted on greeting cards, but powerful, radiant beings. Messengers who come not just to comfort, but to illuminate truth, awaken souls, and shake us free from illusions. Today, I want you to meet one of these divine messengers, Uriel, whose very name means God is my light. Uriel appears throughout ancient texts as an angel who brings clarity to confusion, truth to delusion, and prophetic insight to those willing to listen. I wonder, have you felt his presence before? Maybe you've sensed him in dreams that leave you restless, visions that refuse to fade, or those quiet, powerful moments when a sudden clarity grips you a truth you can't shake, a message you can't ignore. Uriel is the voice whispering urgently into your soul, gently yet firmly, that it's time to wake up. He isn't here to comfort you back to sleep. Instead, he's here to illuminate the hidden corners of your heart, your mind, your nation, your world. His presence feels like a soft but steady fire, cleansing, purifying, and burning away illusion until only truth remains. Take a moment and reflect. Have you been receiving dreams that feel unusually vivid? Have you found yourself questioning the comforting stories society wants you to believe? Have you sensed a pull towards deeper understanding, even when it feels uncomfortable or unsettling? Uriel isn't just a guide, he's a protector of truth. He brings messages not to frighten us, but to prepare us, strengthen us, and equip us for what lies ahead. If your spirit feels stirred, unsettled, restless, if your heart whispers, "There must be more," you're already hearing Uriel's call. Listen closely now. Uriel is inviting you to trust your inner knowing, to embrace the truths others might dismiss as inconvenient or uncomfortable. He asks you gently, clearly, lovingly, are you ready to see beyond the comfortable lies you've been told? Are you ready to hear the messages that the world wants you to ignore? This is your invitation to wake up fully, to embrace your role as a bearer of divine truth, to be someone who courageously holds the prophetic flame, even in darkness. Because in this era of confusion, division, and illusion, we need those who carry Uriel's message, those who are willing to speak clearly, see deeply, and stand boldly in the truth, no matter the cost. Can you feel that call rising within you? If you do, breathe deeply, slowly, courageously. Acknowledge that gentle fire of awakening inside your chest, that quiet strength that whispers, "Yes, I'm ready." Because the world doesn't need more comforting illusions. It needs souls brave enough to hear Uriel's call and courageous enough to share his message. Are you ready to become one of them? Let the knowing sink deeply into your spirit. Uriel's message isn't just for someone else, it's for you. Imagine for just a moment. What would happen if you began to trust the dreams and visions that come to you as sacred truths, messages delivered directly from the heart of the divine? What if, instead of dismissing the whispers that rise from within the subtle urgings, the clear warnings, the sudden knowing, you decided to honor them, to sit with them, to let them guide you? The dreams you're having aren't accidents or random imaginings. They're sacred instructions, personal prophecies, gentle but powerful invitations into deeper alignment with the purpose you were born to fulfill. So here's your first step. Stop ignoring your dreams. Yes, even the strange ones, the uncomfortable ones, the ones that shake you awake in the middle of the night. These dreams hold within them powerful keys, truths waiting patiently for your attention, waiting to unlock something profound within you. Tonight, when you close your eyes, make a promise to yourself, a gentle yet courageous commitment. I will listen deeply. I will honor the messages given to me. I will trust the wisdom that rises within. Next, embrace discernment as your greatest spiritual gift. Test every story, every belief, every comfort zone. Ask boldly and bravely. Am I holding on to old truths simply because they're familiar, comfortable, and safe? Am I defending a narrative that no longer serves me or the world? When you ask these questions honestly, gently, yet fearlessly, you'll begin to dismantle illusions that have held you back from stepping into your power as a prophet, as a messenger, as a carrier of divine truth. Finally, embrace your role fully. You're not hearing this message by accident. You're hearing it because you're being called. You're needed. Your voice, your vision, your courage, they matter profoundly in this moment. Feel into this truth deeply now. You are not born for comfort. You are born for clarity. You are not made for passive silence. You are created to speak powerful truths. You are not here to preserve fragile illusions, but to shatter them gently, clearly, lovingly, making space for the eternal kingdom to rise. In this moment, feel the gentle but powerful force within you, rising a force that whispers firmly, clearly, I will no longer sleep through this calling. I choose to awaken, fully and courageously. Because here's the truth you've always sensed. The world needs your prophetic voice clear, strong, and unafraid. Your dreams aren't just personal, they're prophetic. And your awakening isn't just about you. It's about all the souls who will wake up because you chose courage over comfort. Feel that call resonating within you now. It's your time. It's our time. Let's answer this calling together, embracing truth, courage, and divine purpose. Are you ready? Let the prophets awaken. Let illusions dissolve. Let truth rise. And now, take another gentle, deep breath. Let everything we explored today settle deeply within your heart. The truths, the dreams, the prophetic whispers, they were meant specifically for you. Remember, your dreams aren't just random moments in your sleep. They're sacred messengers, guiding you toward your highest calling. It's okay to feel uncertain, to feel shaken, to question everything you once knew. Because in questioning, you're stepping into deeper truth. Take the wisdom of Uriel with you. Let his clarity illuminate your path. Download the Angels Among Us guide. Embrace the reflections within the Dream in the Fall workbook, and discover the radical wisdom within 25 things Jesus actually said. Guide on www.2weirdos.us. You're not alone in this journey. You're surrounded by a tribe of seekers, dreamers, prophets, and mystics awakening together. Until we meet again, keep dreaming boldly, speaking bravely, and seeking relentlessly. Let your prophetic voice rise, your illusions dissolve, and your spirit awaken fully. Let's go seek.